Welcome back, Ole Miss fans, to another episode of the Rebel Talk. I'm your host, Zach Mareth. Today we have a very special guest. It's Knox Kiffin. You've seen him on social media. You've seen him doing his thing over at Oxford High School. He just transferred here going into this year, doing some incredible things over there, playing backup quarterback. Hopefully going to take the reins one day in a couple of years here. But first and foremost, Knox, how we doing, boss?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. So I just want to get into it. Obviously, your dad's documentary is coming out tonight, The Stories of Lane Kiffin. It's obviously going to talk about his story a little bit. You've been relocated a couple times. So I got to ask right off the bat, who was your college football team growing up?
Alabama and Ole Miss, probably.
Fair enough. All right. Do you remember the Bama Natty at all?
Yeah, I do.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was cool.
All right, I gotta ask, man, why not much of a USC fan growing up over there?
I was just so young.
Fair enough. It's probably tough to recall.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so your dad, goes to Bama, takes a job at FAU, obviously ends up becoming the Ole Miss coach. What was kind of your reaction when he took the Ole Miss job?
I liked it a lot, just that he could get back into the SEC, because it's just such a big conference and, the rivals and everyone that plays and just a step up from FAU.
Absolutely. And, those first couple years when he did play Alabama, were you cheering for the Rebs, dude?
A little bit, yeah.
It was tough, and they had Bryce Young, all those guys. There's some good teams over there. Awesome, dude. So you grew up in California. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you've recently moved to Oxford. I'm curious, man. I'm from Chicago, so similar deal, not from the area. How have you enjoyed the adjustment, and what are some things that are super different being in Mississippi than in Cali?
I love it a lot. I think it's just a lot different, on Saturdays. Of course, game day, everybody tailgates. Not a lot of people do that in California, and just the whole town comes together, on Saturdays. And a lot of people come to our games on Friday, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, and you mentioned it, but how has the team in Oxford High School kind of embraced you as well?
I think they welcomed me in really quickly, and, all my teammates, nothing bad happened. They're all nice to me, just welcome me in very quickly, and yeah.
Sweet, man. And obviously backup right now, you're a sophomore, right?
Yeah, I'm a sophomore.
Yeah, man. So what are you kind of learning from your older teammates and your coaches? And how are you kind of using that to your advantage, still being a young guy?
I'm just learning, all of our plays still. We input some new plays that I got to learn, quickly, but just seeing the field from, film wise and game wise, just, seeing how the defense reacts to our plays really helps me. So in practice, I can, know what's open, know what's not open.
Yeah, that makes plenty of sense, man. For those who don't know, Knox is, slowly starting to get some recognition at the collegiate level. I'm assuming you have aspirations to play college ball one day.
Yes, sir.
So that's awesome, dude. It sounds like you're doing a good job of getting yourself there. Do you ever, I know it's tough with, your dad coaching all the time, but how much has he played in your development as a quarterback?
He's been a big part, just coaching me up when I want him to, putting me through a little quarterback session or lesson, just telling me what I do wrong, what I do good, and what I need to work on. I think he's just a big factor, just a second coach for me.
Yeah, I feel like, it's a cool situation you got, dude. You go home and you need to work on something. You got the coach of Ole Miss in your corner there. Obviously, you said it. You've become a pretty good Ole Miss fan. I'm a pretty big Ole Miss fan. I'm curious, what's been your favorite win watching these boys on the field for the past couple of years?
I think Georgia win, of course. It was just such a big upset, and, we haven't really knocked off a big blue blood like that, and that was kind of the first, big win.
Dude, it was unbelievable. And then the field storming, the goalposts, all that good stuff. Apparently, they put in electronic field goals now, so you can't really.
I think a lot of colleges did that, and Ole Miss was one of them.
Yeah, so that'll be really interesting. Obviously, another opportunity this weekend against LSU. Just wanted to get your overall thoughts. I know there's been a lot of stuff circulating this week. Knox, just thoughts on the game, and where's your head at with all this?
I just take the over. That's just what I'm thinking.
Just like your dad, right?
Yeah, just take the over.
I was playing pickleball with a couple of my friends who are they're legal to bet, make that very clear. But I was with them when they took the over. So Lane he's definitely, persuading some of the fans.
Yeah, smart of them.
Speaking of taking the over, do you pay attention to your dad's social media presence, and how do you navigate that? Because I'm sure there's some days you look online and you're like, why is Lane Kiffin trending on? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Instagram, not really. I mean, he posts some weird stuff on there. Like, I don't think he really knows how to use it. Twitter, I follow what he does on Twitter because it's just all around football and stuff.
Right. No, it's good stuff. And it's funny, like back at Tennessee, he's getting recruiting violations for, tweeting about players. And now these are the same players who are getting paid like millions of dollars. It doesn't even make sense. But
yeah.
All right, Knox, I really, don't have much else for you. The last couple things, I mentioned it before we got on here, but we saw the Shedeur celebration. What's the go-to celly when you get in the end zone, dude?
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna celebrate as much anymore because I don't want to get flagged or anything. But
dude, it's crazy nowadays.
Yeah. Probably just celebrate with my teammates.
Oh, that's the right answer, dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. In these college games, it's the taunting. That stuff it's no joke. Dude.
It's wild.
Yeah, and then the last question I got for you, brother. I'm curious whether it be a coach or an NFL player, who's probably in your mind, the coolest person or maybe athlete that you've been able to train with.
Train with either Jaden Daniels or Jackson Dart, probably.
Yeah, dude. All right. Well, I mean, I'm gonna ask one more. How about Dart, dude?
Yeah, big time.
Are you gonna be watching this weekend?
100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's all I got for you, Knox.
All
Again, right. LSU Ole Miss coming in here at 2:30 this weekend. It's gonna be a big one. Take the over if you are over the legal betting age.
Yep.
As Lane and Knox said, we appreciate you coming on, Knox. Anything else you got for me, boss?
That's it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Knox. Have a good one, guys. Hotty toddy, go Rebs.